Of course, as you know, March of 2020 changed our world.
Everything closed down and people was in the house. We lost a lot of members and a lot of churches lost a lot of members.
Somebody walks out of the back of the church on a Sunday morning and says, hey, pray for us. In Bedford, we have 400 plus children in child protective services. To which I said, excuse me, what did you say? It was a ton of bricks to my heart.
We're in the forest area, and you think about the idea of forest, and it's like, there's just this general idea of affluence, like the people who are here are well off. And literally we're driving a couple miles away from the church and we're seeing, those needs that are so great.
With CarePortal, we're able to access needs in our community that we were previously unaware of.
Our church will say the Great Commission, and the Great Commission tells us to go. The Lord, through CarePortal, is teaching our church to implement that.
The heartbeat of our church is we want to see the family restored. And this does that in a very practical way to meet that need, to restore those families.
Our families, the CarePortal responder families, they're asking us, what are you doing? It gives us an opportunity to talk about what the church is and what it should be doing.
I was a little skeptical about one more thing that I would need to try to do as a pastor. CarePortal gives us the opportunity to do something locally, to make a connection with our neighbors, people we know or now know, that goes beyond a transaction.
Ministry runs on the rails of relationships, and CarePortal has been that vehicle to give us relationships to people within the community.
The families that we're serving care about the other people in their community too and want to contribute back.
And then sure, I might have that in my house, or I might be able to help transport a family or take a meal to somebody.
So delivering stuff give us an opportunity to share the gospel with people.
They're not just meeting the need, they're meeting so much more and establishing relationships with families that are going to cause transformation.
It's been really neat to see how those relationships develop just naturally. That's not something that we can plan for and that we can script. It just happens because our people are cognizant and aware of what we have, the talents and giftings that we have in our congregation. It's really cool to see that work.
Literally, I need a 2-minute conversation with somebody to tell them about CarePortal to be like, really? Like that exists?
The process CarePortal does, they bring us needs, so it takes the burden off of us. And instead of having a critical eyes, we have our eyes to want to help.
People are messy. Sit in any group of people and ask them for prayer requests and just listen, and you're gonna hear messy. And we like sheep have gone astray. And so everybody's got stuff that they're dealing with.
God is teaching us to go after the broken. And it's not going to be easy all the time, and it might be a little bit messy, but God uses the hard stuff to make us soft so that we can be transformed into the people that He wants us to be.
Our desire to co-labor with other like-minded people, to dive into a place that we know that the heart of God is all about.
It's exciting for me to stand in front of my congregation on a Sunday morning and say, guess how many needs we've met since we began CarePortal? And they try to guess, and they never guess high enough.
I think it's a great blessing and the church's responsibility to be able to say, look, hey, if this is all you need, we've got that.
I would say to pastors, don't be afraid that this is going to place a whole extra layer of burden on you. If your core purpose as a congregation is to be focused on what Jesus wants us to do, this is a very practical way to do that.
Start small, and if the Lord show you result, continue and go as far as He wants you to go.
This brings all those churches together to say, hey, we're going to partner. So even if you can only do small needs, there are other churches who can come alongside you. So there's so many opportunities to get involved.
It just became a no-brainer for us.
If you've ever wondered what church should look like, this is what it's like. This is what Jesus would do. This is what we're doing.